What's going on, Bourbon family? It's the Bourbon Bro Jay. This evening, I have a couple special guests with me. I have Makai, I have Uncle Ty, and I have my father-in-law King. We're going to be reviewing some Heaven Hill products, and we're going to see which ones we enjoy the most and which one is our favorite out of all the 6 bottles that we'll have this evening.
Yeah.
Restarts your hand opens up flavors.
Ask your prescriber about once daily Wegovy pill.
Yeah. Then.
Regular Heaven Hill Power and Bond. We want to put it on here.
You can just hold it.
Let's see. This regular Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. Um, it has the typical Heaven Hill fruit notes, but there's these vanilla, very strong, and they I pick up caramel, strong also, caramel, and without even water. I'm getting like a black, um, well, more like one that tastes in the back of my tongue. All in all, a nice drink. Very good. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Who's next? Everybody else. Everybody else.
We can do somebody next. We can do somebody next.
Good. That was good. That was
No,
good.
it's good. I mean, I personally like.
Ooh, good one.
Okay.
You do a first person review?
Where you having Heaven Hill come from?
So we ordered Mike been trying to see this stuff delivered to his house. So I have one order gift pack. Came with Clinker.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yours have Also, the next one we also do 4 roses.
Yeah,
Everyone knows about the trees, but some people know it, but they don't know the severity. We can get the different cast of them.
Yeah, I bought that 10-year Four Roses the other day. A 10-year-old Four Roses. That was pretty good. Now I bought the 10-year-old Four Roses. It was a barrel pick. The other day.
No, you can you can take that one, and then for a second,
So
this is the Pine Orchard barrel. Okay.
that's the
So
pineapple.
that's next one, right?
Yep.
Let's try the pineapple.
Take this one here.
Mhm.
Take this one here.
Okay.
Everybody should end up with a clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can take a water.
Yeah.
We need to dry cook. I don't for this. I don't know what you can do.
Know what you can do? You can undo the top so that when you squeeze it, one drop come out.
Okay, let's see.
Here's a whole different color.
Oh, this is
It's a whole type of sweet.
the ethanol is not at nearly as upfront, even though they're both 100 proof.
You get like a powdered donut. It's very powdered, like a powdered sugar. And I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have some upstairs. We need to get a
I'm trying to differentiate these two.
Well, this is a I found.
Here's what you notice. This has the regular following bond does not have that citrusy taste. It's more like citric. Notice if you like citrusy. Yeah, can't say it right, but anyway, like almost like orange peel. You know, orange peel like.
Well,
And
I think it's softer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And maybe with the being sauce, there's a big difference, like color difference there. This is on a look comparison to all these three. We said heavy caramel maple here. We're talking about orange peel and powdered sugar here.
Well, I'm definitely tasting probably the color. I mean, even though they're both 10 years old, based on the char of the barrel, maybe it's tend to be a little more oaky.
South. Yeah. You're buying.
Yeah, this is a much more milder flavor profile than than actually these are single barrels, right? The bottle bond store pick a single barrel as opposed to this one. I think that's a small batch, isn't it? Look, these are small batch, single barrels. Let's see.
I'd be right. Ethanol in it is not high at all. You know, like sometimes you smell that.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't.
It's very fragrant and fruity.
Now this here doesn't say that it's a small batch, but I believe it is.
I got a friend. Shout out Quinn. But no, it's heavily. We're gonna wait for. I don't know but he tastes something I've never
But
and it's not something very similar. And
but this definitely says a single barrel. But this here.
But this has a very similar nose to something we tried, which is right here. Yes. It smells when you smell it. Yeah. When you smell it,
Right here. Let me.
Yeah, very powdered too. Did you taste this already?
I just let break up the. It's any ethanol that water should break it up on the top, tension, and you should release it a little bit more.
And but everybody was saying orange.
No, you got the barge still. What's this orange?
It's very citrusy. So it's very sweet and some color difference. In comparison to the original.
You got the port barrel and the single barrel.
Click.
So the taste actually without water, I get more grapefruit. I get more grapefruit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when I mentioned you get this citric. Why can't I say citrus? No S. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. But the one thing, so we thought it was orange peel, but it has more bitter to it than the actual taste. So I'm thinking more to the more sour. That's why I'm thinking more grapefruit. Unless there's another citrus fruit that comes off a little more that bitter.
Literally like lemon, limes.
Yeah, limes. That's another one. But also it has still a sweetness. It does have a good sweetness though that melons.
You know, when I first smelled it, I kind of got what's that? What's the little candies that come in a row? Sweet tarts.
Yes.
I kind of got sweet tarts.
The powdered sugar with three flavors.
Yeah.
So now, let's try it out with the water. So I get more of the sweet tarts now. When you say that, just
Yeah, so do
you
I.
lose the alcohol that even though alcohol behind it, you lose that. It's just
Yeah.
main.
That's the biggest thing that the water, two, 3 drops of water will do is it'll bring up tension on in the alcohol. That way the fruitier notes will come through and not the ethanol. I think that's what water does.
So it's definitely on the nose to start. Now on the tongue, that's the difference. Like it has more like a sour. Because at first, before the water, I thought it had more bitter. But it wasn't bitter. Now it's more sour to me at least. So now we got the sweet tart mindset on flavor. So now let's go to, because it's very candy-like. So what would be the thing that will pull out some of that sour, but still stay with the sweet?
It does. It finished. So on the after I added a drop of water on the initial, like soon as I took that slight inhale when I was drinking it, I got sweetness, and then it does finish sour on the back end. But no, I mean it's pretty good.
That's
It's pretty
pretty
good.
good.
I wonder if it is aged 7 years. Because I know with the Alvy pick, theirs aged 8 years.
Okay.
So they got an extra year age on their barrel before it was bottled. So might make a huge difference. But no, that's not
A
bad.
lot of times they'll tell you on the bottle, why did they? Okay, he got a pick, and he said
So he got the pick.
his word. The word was 8 years. Okay,
Yeah, so they got the pick. They made the
Now
pick.
this is Rick House 0 Floor 3. Is these the same ones? Because they could have went down there. No, this is Rick House. This is Warehouse 5.
Yeah.
So instead of, you know how like when you
Okay,
first
this
start
is-
ordering, you taste the sour, but it's still sort of sweet.
And then when you crunch
And
into it,
then that's when you really get into the extra sourness. But when you actually have
I think the boy had. I think the guy Jason. I think he has a more refined taste. So if they were picking barrels, I don't know about the boy Jimmy. I don't know what his skill set is at Pine Orchard.
yeah, no, that's pretty good. Regardless.
maybe what's them lemon heads? Those are like something that's a little sour, very sweet. Because the thing is, it starts sweet and then finishes sour, so there's a little different though. Because it's not like it's a sour patch, that's just
Start sour,
finishes. This is sweet,
and then finishes sour.
So yeah, I'm gonna go more ahead. So like if I had to compare something.
Yeah. On the nose, we talking as far as candy, like sweet tarts. The finish is not that chalky powdery. It's not that. But start sweet, finishes like a little bit sour on the back end.
But the good thing is that real long.
Yeah, it doesn't diminish at
Mhm.
all. It does not diminish. It's actually
And
very
even with just two drops of water, I mean, it pushes the ethanol taste way in the back.
I don't even get it on the taste. So with drops of water, I don't even have any ethanol at all on any of the finish. You know, sometimes certain things are very poignant. So like pinhook. Since pinhook is such a higher alcohol content naturally. Even if you put water in it, it's still going to taste ethanol all the way. But this one, look, I don't taste it at all. Very smooth. As soon as you do like that little bit of water, just to open it up a little bit. That's definitely great.
Hill game. OG Ty here. What's up?
OG.
We're going to switch to the Heaven Hill, the All View store pick, which is a private single barrel. They call it the Deatsville Honey Cut because it was aged in honey barrels. And this is Justin's pick from down there at All View.
Okay, this one was from Rick House 5. This is from
This
their
one
other.
was
Okay,
Brick
that's somewhere.
House DD43.
Yeah. So two different.
I got another smaller one. We're down there if you want to use that one. See it?
For me?
Mhm.
Okay.
So for me, on the nose, very light. Trying to see what else I can pick out.
Yeah, that was similar to the first one. Let me see if I can.
Not a heavy
Yeah,
ethanol
it's
on it
not.
at all.
No, the first one wasn't either.
Mm-mm. Not getting a lot of
Definitely
complexity on
fruity,
the nose.
but nothing can come at you.
You know how certain ryes have a scent to it,
Mm-hmm.
and this is not a rye, of course, but I don't know. I get a little minty. I don't know. Are you getting a little bit of mint? A little bit.
I can see what you're saying like that. What's
Yes, it is. It is so light, even though it's a 100 proof. It's not the alcohol. The ethanol is not out front.
Mm-mm.
You would have to sit there for a minute just to even get to
Yeah,
it.
for you start to get that tinge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very light on the nose. So.
Did y'all put water in already? Y'all did
Mm-mm.
without water.
No,
I'm gonna do a
no.
taste. I'm gonna do a taste without, and then a taste with. And see if I can notice any difference.
I didn't smell it before.
But that's almost. It's very similar to the first one.
It has no bite at all,
No,
but it does have a slight sizzle.
no. I don't think I recorded any of that.
I don't. I know.
Those might be wrong.
Yeah.
You ever had one of them? But you remember they had a banana um bat. What do you call them? Them think the banana suckers like it was like a banana taste. They got BB bats. That's before your
Yeah.
time. But it got like a. It could be the honey I'm picking up this like banana taste. They used to have this banana candy
Mm-hmm.
that it reminds me of from my youth.
Mm.
I think they call them BB bats.
Mm.
What would you remember that? They was thin little candies on a stick, and one of them yellow. That was the
I
banana
feel.
kind.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking. They still had those around when I
You know,
was a kid.
but
But
that's
so
what I'm saying. These candied notes or these honeys, what I'm
mhm,
like picking up.
yeah. Just 1 second. So I missed the initial part of the review for the All View store pick, the Deatsville Honeycut. Missed the initial part of the review. We've all kind of came to the consensus that it is honey forward, um, sweeter finish, light on the nose, and it it doesn't burn, no type of burn on the finish, but just a slight tinge on the very back end. Um, I just added a couple drops of water just to see if I can open it up some more, just to see if we can gather anything else from it.
Let me see if my water will pick up anything because it's like very similar to the other one.
Mm, mm. I noticed an immediate difference with the water. Immediate difference.
And that was with the water drop.
Immediate difference.
Let me see if it's on the nose.
What is the difference?
It opens it up. It makes it lighter, and it is sweeter all the way through. All the
You
way
get
through.
more of the honey sweetness.
Yes.
Oh, you definitely get the candied flavors more.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? So when we was in
Most
Disney,
definitely.
I don't know if y'all got them, but when we was in Disney, you know, in the China part of Epcot, they had those
Oh, I
honey
do too.
glazed
LJ,
strawberries.
definitely.
Okay, that's I'm getting that type of that candy.
Yeah.
Maybe honey is what they use, but I get more candy
Mm-hmm.
rather than just pure honey.
Pure honey. Gotcha.
Yeah. So when you throw a candy like candied apple,
Yes,
that kind
Candy.
of
Yeah.
it's like the kind of heart type candy,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it got a crunch to it, like a caramel coated, or like just like a sugar coated
yeah.
candy.
Anything, I guess, a
Like
form of glaze in a
but
way.
you know, it's
Yeah.
I mean, for a 7-year old, I mean, I don't get any kind of like oaky taste, like
At all.
being over oaked.
Yeah.
I don't know what the mash bill is, but I think uh, the mash bill on this might be 78% corn, but um, for a high rye, uh, yeah,
Because it's not weeded. Because you know certain things, like, of course, when you have the wheat, you have more of like a breadier type of feel, more
Sweeter.
texture
Mhm.
in the drink. This doesn't have it at all. This is very very light in all aspects. Light in the texture, light in the flavor,
what's
even on the
what's your
nose.
network here?
Right.
Let me try this. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find this mash bill on here.
So yeah, I definitely I think more candy.
Yeah, with that water, it definitely opens it up a
Yeah,
whole lot more.
that's so it made it sweeter. So
Mm-hmm.
because at first that's why I was like, it may just be like a honey barrel of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
You record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So hello everyone. I'm the MG or the mid G to the YNs and the OG. And unfortunately, COVID has wiped out most of my uh, delicate recognition of taste and smell. So you will hear very little from me.
But that's good.
Let's see.
Let's see. Our next stop is going to be
Let's see what they
the Heaven Hill Grained Glass. The how do you pronounce this?
I thought it was sugar thing.
Sugar pin. Barrels. We're gonna move on to next.
Trying to see what I pick up. I mean,
but what it said, but it's interesting. This is Heaven Hill launches a historic bottle and bond namesake bourbon. I think that's what you got there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if that's the single. It says single barrel. It doesn't say single barrel.
Because that's what a lot of it is. Is like you smelling it, tasting it, and you trying to unlock a memory
Right.
or a flavor that you had in the past to what it is.
That's one thing about smell is directly attached to memories all the time. People will say, that's how my grandmother's house used to smell. Well,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she cooked that from the smell.
We
But I
also
think
are drinking out of some of the Drug City mini Glencairns. So shout out to Drug City and Dundalk. They're pretty good. Do a lot of They do a lot of store picks in harmony with Allview. So they have a really huge following. If you're ever interested, they have a group
so.
me
Yeah.
where you can get in on their group me account and see what they have going on in their store.
Yeah.
We want
So yeah, that
sponsorships. Anything
Heaven
we can
Hill is
get.
pretty unique.
Anything we can get.
All the help we
This
get.
is the 78% corn, 12% malted barley. I mean 12% malted barley with 10% rye. So not a very heavy presence of rye in this, but very very light. I mean, it's definitely a beginner's, a bourbon if you like, on that road where you want to really get into bourbons and you don't want something that attack you up front with, ethanol taste.
Mm.
It and 1 to 3 drops of water is really all you need to break the surface tension and just let that fruit flavor just bust forward. It's really very very good.
So now this is the real question. So we had.
I mean, but let's talk about price. We didn't talk about price though. I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah,
price varies,
good.
but I think it's 49, anywhere from 49
Yeah.
to $57
So
on
so
the
the
store picks.
the
On the store
OG
picks, yeah.
the OG Uncle Todd definitely mentioned we should introduce price points. So the regular Heaven Hill bottled and bond you should be able to find for around or under $50. What did you pay on the Pine Orchard? The Pine Orchard pick was
40.
55.
Pine Orchard was
No, I'm
49.
sorry. It's 50.
$49.99.
Was
It was
50
50 on the dot.
$50
50 on the dot?
before taxes here in
49.99.
Maryland, which is at 9%. The all view pick was
55.
55, and as we move on, I'll make sure to include the price on the next bottle we taste.
So now, all right, we got price is a very good starter. These are great starters.
Great
Really won't get
starters.
these private selects often, but since we've had these three, we went in this order on purpose. So if you had to pick out of these three, what was your favorite of these three of the bottom bonds?
I
That's
think the
fine.
all view, hands down for me, is the better one.
Yeah, I would say the all view pick. I would definitely say the all view pick. It's very good.
I think all view had a much fruitier taste.
So
However,
you are a fan of the honey.
well, I definitely like things. Well, it really wasn't the honey. I more or less they LJ and mentioned the honey because it was a honey barrel pick, whatever that. I'm not even sure what that means because I know it went in initially in a charred barrel, like the typical Heaven Hill drink. Now, it's a matter of did they finish it that way? If they finish it that way, I can pick up notes of that, but you certainly wouldn't want to go too heavy on a honey barrel because I think you got a unique taste in that in Heaven Hill.
Because
This product,
you can
yeah, you
over
could do,
honey
yeah.
something, you know.
So I think that was
Where it starts
that
taking
was
all
good.
the
So
fish.
overall, I think, and I'm thinking more like you think about persons who are beginning their voyage on bourbons and don't know what to buy, or what they like because you have to train the taste and just even picking up subtle notes like you know is it more oak than less than compared to something else. So at this point, you got to compare to what you've tasted, what you like. Like a lot of people used to certain things. Let's say if you're a big time, let's say a Jim Beam drinker, Knob Creek 9 or something like that. It's a heavy rye forward kind of drink. The rye is out there, very spicy. Jim Beam products tend to be that way, where you see a distinct difference. So you got to somehow find your niche, but it's the most fun is to see if you have that ability to distinguish taste. Now I've seen a lot of people on these websites, and they immediately pick up anything from leather to uh, uh, moldy smells, but so far I'm picking up the most dominant thing to me is the candied and fruity taste of it.
And another thing to bring out, just for people who are getting into it, no matter what, these gonna be a little bit more desserty. So you know how there's certain things that go well with like a barbecue. There's certain things that go well with chicken, steak. Certain things just pair well just because of the seasonings that go with it. These are kind of staples after you eat. If you
Yeah, but
want
I'm,
something
I'm, I'm,
sweet,
it keep coming back to me that this memory of these yellow candy on the stick, these banana like things that I keep getting that on the back of my tongue. Very pleasing. I like it.
it's definitely great flavor and all of them. For me personally, out of the barrel selects, of course, the all view is better. I thought the Pine Orchard one was a little too light for me. If I'm trying to get all the complexities out of it, so the all view gave us a lot of complexity. We was able to go to like three different roads, even with water or without water. We went three different directions. Now, off the consistency basis, I'm really big on the caramel, big on the caramel. So the
Yeah,
original Heaven Hill Bottle and
but this
Bond,
is good.
that's like my pure favorite, just because caramel is like one of my favorite toppings of anything. So since that's like the heavy lead, that would be my favorite. But a second, and the problem is we're not really gonna see it a lot, but that all view one, yeah, that's a good barrel select.
Yeah. For those who are collectors, bottles like store picks and stuff like that you are not going to find. You want to covet those things and not let everybody come over and drink all your stuff. And I got one bottle back there that says ass. Everything else I'm usually open with, but one bottle in particular, I know I'm never going to see it again. So I'm coveting that one. So we're gonna move on or move up the chain, right? So we want to hit our Heaven Hill grain of glass in how we say it?
I said sugar pin.
Mm.
Chinquapin.
Chinkapin.
They ain't got no internet.
It's all used.
Chinquapin. Chink. Maybe.
I don't
Maybe not.
know. We don't know.
Wrong with that?
Let's see.
We don't
Let's
know.
see.
What wrong with it? Let's see at the end of this if we come up with the
Chinquapin.
same name. So Chigapin?
Chigawupen? Chigawupen?
Well, we had a
Ah,
Yeah,
somebody.
well, after some Indian down in,
Yeah.
in Kentucky.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to
So
that.
what's our price point on this one?
Yeah, what was this one?
When we first got
That's
it,
like-
was
it was
95.
This
no, you got these
no,
from
that's the 125.
you
or
got these
29.
from
We were
LAX
yeah.
down in Beltsville.
Mhm.
Let me
And
see.
I
We
think
got
they
it when
was
it first released.
119.
It wasn't even 100 yet.
No,
We
was
got
it
it when it first
95?
came out. 95.
So it was either between. We'll say it was
See if I can
between.
find-
We'll say it was between 95 and 125 because I seen them at both price points.
Yeah.
So
So I think, because remember, they came out that same week
yeah,
when we went,
they just dropped.
and they just dropped.
Yeah.
So I think they gave it to them for the regular price. So now every other place now gives it marked up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, he's okay. Yeah, it's the link here for this one.
all right, so let's try it. Let's start with the nose.
Is
You
it a-
guys remember, always start with the nose. You can spend 10 minutes sniffing to try different things. You don't have to go automatically straight through. just to
Oh,
stick them.
Chinquapin. That's correct.
It's Chinkapin.
Okay.
And so I'll just give you one of these the breakdowns on what Heaven Hill says about their product. It's 105 proof, of course. It's a 52% corn, so it's very low in corn. But it's a wheated bourbon, 35% wheat, 13% barley. I'm not going to mention what they know what their nose comments are. We've come to our own conclusion.
Mhm.
But those that's the mash bill. 52% corn, 35% wheat, and 13% malted barley. No rye in this.
You
So
also
you
can-
should that should be certainly a huge difference from what we've been drinking.
And also, hi guys. Everybody introduce themselves. I guess I'm the YN of the YNs because I ain't gonna call LJ old on his own chat, but old YN.
Oh, I am.
I'm a YN. he's
Well,
a
I'm
old
usually
YN.
I'm technically an unk.
Yeah,
technically an unk.
But yeah, he's the old YN. I'm the YN. I ain't gonna call him unk just yet, but no, we're partners in crime. We've been going on these hunts. And he's Batman right now. I'm Robin. I'm growing my wings to be Nightwing soon. So yeah, you're gonna see a little bit of me on his channel, and we'll see how it goes.
You took this one, right? You took this one.
He gonna say,
You took it, right? That was
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
this is a I'm picking up apple.
Yeah, like Granny Smith though.
Yeah.
Not
I
like a
get more
delicious-
green apple.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Granny Smith. That's,
Yeah,
that's
I didn't know they was. I didn't know the real name.
Oh,
But yeah, it definitely has a sour to it, but still subtle with the sweetness.
And I'm picking up like cherries in the back.
Mm.
Like
So you getting the bitters too.
Which Grandy's are for those
mm, little tart.
you definitely have a tartness to it. Something else I'm picking up.
For some reason, my mind was going to licorice, but
I don't know. I'm getting a little
Like
cinnamon.
like black licorice.
uh,
Black licorice.
it's just a tinge, not heavy, because I don't like black licorice.
Mm-hmm.
But just a tinge.
I don't know if it's me. Are y'all
It's-
getting like a little spice to it, like a nutmeg?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's kind of
Something-
odd
something
because
that's
it's so
exploding.
it's so little. If you're not drinking used to weeded bourbons, like bread.
because like we were saying that earlier, it smells more
You know, like
bakery-ish.
you ever been to a bakery like white bread? Like you've been
That
to a
fresh loaf,
bakery, yeah.
those fresh loaves have that real. You can smell the wheat. You can smell all the butteriness. This is not necessarily buttery, but it does have
Yeah,
something to it.
I'm just picking up like like that Rice's Bakery kind of used to be down on Orleans Street, but it's certainly a
That's Baltimore talk for you.
yeah, Rice's Bakery don't even exist in Baltimore
Welcome to
anymore.
the city. We're gonna have to do one of
But
these in Philly too.
but
And Delaware.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna be all up and down, doing like similar things with other guys. Like I said, on once my initial YouTube video gets uploaded, I'll go into depth about what my plans are with the channel. But I'm gonna do like stop at other people's bars. I mean, like at their personal bars at home. See what their favorites are. Talk about how they got into bourbon, stuff like that, and just try to, you know, go from there.
And also, when this drops, everybody put in the chat what your favorite bourbon is, what your favorite flavor profile is, and if you got things you want
then
us to try.
then let the team try it for you.
Yeah, and whatever you want us to try, we'll pull it up. We'll put a video out of us trying to give our opinions, and we'll see where it goes.
Within a reasonable price point. I'm not going out and buying Pappy.
Especially don't give us Pappy 18. You're not getting it for less than 5,000. Like y'all will be real cruddy for that. So just let's not do it. Not do it.
Well, I haven't taken it off my bucket list to get Pappy at list price. So I've entered several raffles, but so far,
What is that flavor you get? It has no fruit on the flavor at all.
Right on it's that top layer. It's that top layer. What is that? It's almost like
oaky-ish a little bit.
It's oaky. It's oaky, but it's like oaky with like a touch of cinnamon across it. Like
That's what I was smelling a spice. So it gave a nice sweetness on the tongue. But that's a different flavor. I've never had a flavor per se come off like that.
it reminds
now
me of,
he mentioned licorice. Once I took my first taste. If you know what black licorice tastes like,
I haven't
that
had it.
I'm
I've never had it before.
It's,
okay.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. That's what it's very light. But
Yeah.
but it still has its place in alcohol.
Right.
Oftentimes you'll see in the notes referred to as the licorice.
So then y'all brought up
within the notes. So and it's not disgusting until you start chewing on it.
But
Yeah.
remember y'all brought up the
it
part
does.
about
This
leather?
does
Yeah.
have a bitterness.
Y'all remember leather?
Yeah.
I brought up leather earlier. I get the sweetness, right? And sometimes things taste how they smell. This has a little bit of a leathery taste to me, at least.
But definitely not the candied notes that we had.
It has no
before.
candy at all. Only on the nose. But other than that, it's on the flavor. It's very complex. Very, because we're getting total different vibes.
Let's see what happens when you go.
I mean, I could see leathery like a old basketball. Like
yeah. So so it's like you said, like an old, but like the one not like rubber, but it gives something that it has like a distinct smell, something that you will never forget. So like if y'all ever or even old belts, just something that has like that subtle sip to it, and literally how things smell, how they can taste. That taste profile is how it went immediately. So
I just added a couple drops of water to open it up. See if there's anything different we can get.
They down 7, y'all.
I actually with the water add, I get more.
I definitely get a change, but
I smell the alcohol more than I do
with drops or without
with drops.
You think
with
so?
drops, I got more alcohol. But maybe I stayed there too
well,
long.
I think something else is coming opening up. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think it definitely got a little lighter on the nose for me.
Yeah.
with drops.
with the drops, a couple drops of water. Plus, at the same
It,
time,
it,
we add a
it, it
couple drops of
also
water
is
to
more
not a
medicinal
lot
than
of
the other
bourbon.
ones we've been tasting. You notice?
You
More
said a little more
medicinal.
medicinal.
Like
Yeah.
the taste,
Yeah.
like medicine almost.
That's why I keep
just-
coming back to the licorice kind of
Exactly,
thing. That
that's what tastes like medicine.
yeah.
I didn't want to say cough medicine or liquid medicine, but that's what I picked up.
Mhm.
But I think that's why I definitely
lost
pick
a little
up.
bit of the nose though.
Mhm.
We definitely lost the nose with the water drops.
It got better though.
On the flavor?
It got better. It got better on that. I'm getting more of that, like, like, let's say like a burnt Granny Smith on the finish. Like getting more of that apple flavor that I wasn't getting the first time. That I got on the nose, but I didn't get it in the taste. I'm getting more of
It does
now.
add a fruit. It does add fruit
Add
to it.
a fruitiness to it. Yeah.
Because at first, like we were saying, it had nothing in the very beginning. Nothing.
Mhm.
But now with the water, we actually it matches our scent. But then now our scent changed, and that's complex.
Mm-hmm.
Like our scents flip with water added in them. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else because I'm getting mainly apple right now.
Mm-hmm. It's still like after just resting for a while, it still has a bitterness to it, but it's just I mean, it depends on the mood. I personally, if I was just having like a night of just a couple drinks, I'm not reaching for this. In my personal opinion, I would reach more for the.
I think something has to be said for the higher proof too.
Maybe
You
cranberry.
know,
Are y'all getting like? Because I'm thinking about everything that's bitter. Because we know cranberry and cranberry juice. If it's a natural cranberry juice, it's very bitter.
Very bitter and tart.
And it gets very tart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you mention cherry with this? That's bitter.
Yeah. So
Like a dark
maybe
cherry.
In the juice form.
Yeah. So maybe it's more that because I mean we do taste a little bit of the apple.
Yeah.
The apple has its own flavor.
yeah, back
But
because
that
I'm
bitter
at that second taste.
there.
That tart cherry is in the back.
Yeah.
You in the back of your throat, think that's like a tart cherry. And see the nose. On the nose, I definitely had that medicinal kind of medicinal licorice type taste, but on the back end, I'm getting that tart cherry, maybe some apple,
Yeah.
but definitely not the candy taste that we had in the other Heaven Hills.
So also that's probably a good thing too, because as we go in, I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, you're going to see, of course, but when we're going to go into two more that's a little higher aged. We're going to see if they return back to what the bottle and bond's done, or we're going to see if it stays on that same path. Just because bitter can work, but it also depends what you're doing with it. So we talked about this before the camera started rolling. Of what what pairs well with bourbon? That's what Uncle was talking about. He was like, "What's pairs well with drinking?"
Mid
What-
MG.
Shout out MG.
MG asked that question.
We ain't gonna put OG out there. OG didn't ask that one. MG said this one. But nah, and we came. It was like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is a perfect thing because it does have that bitter but sweetness, which is probably a situation where this probably will pair well with. Maybe because we've been seeing this whole time that everything Heaven Hill's done is very desserty, and so since everything is very desserty, maybe you need something to pull those flavor profiles. Maybe a dark chocolate is what you need because it has the bitters while some sweet.
I'm thinking that it should be there. You don't need. I mean, you shouldn't have to pull it out. Only thing I say water will do is kind of break up the ethanol, or to bring up the notes underneath. But it's nothing you have to do to pull it out. It's either there or it ain't there.
True.
If it got it or it don't have it.
But then, to that point,
But
that's
remember,
to us though.
comparing a bourbon with no rye in it, you're gonna have it's gonna be a completely different profile. I mean, you got to classify it in a class by itself.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, if you're gonna class them really, you got high rise, like a lot of the Jim Beams. That one tend to be a little lower in rye. The other Heaven Hills we tasted, but this one here, no rye at all. 35% of wheat is probably the flavor profile that you might notice in another wheat. You got, I
It
think you
is
got
35%
another,
wheat.
huh?
You said this one is 35%.
35% wheat.
You do get that because
That's why.
initially when I first tasted it, I was like, it
Are we
reminded
talking
me
about
of the
Chinquapin?
Granny Glass wheat.
Yeah, Chinquapin.
It's 35% rye.
Rye.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
What
so
did I
it's not
say?
35%.
52 corn, 13% malt.
Oh, it's rye, not wheat.
Mhm.
I saw. Okay, what am I
I
looking
don't
at?
get rye though.
I don't get any rye.
I don't get any
But
rye.
maybe we're
Wait a
used to
minute,
rye
I got the
being
I got the wrong Chinquapin.
spicy.
Okay.
Because they remember they did it for the rye, the
This is
wheated
the
and
Granny
This the
Glass.
limited
and the straight
edition.
This is the rye. Wait a minute, what is this supposed to be? The bourbon? Oh, this is the bourbon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I put in there the wheat. Okay.
So
We had the wheat. I didn't like the wheat at all the other day. That's on another note. We don't focus on where we at tonight.
So this is
But-
105 proof.
but maybe the reason why it has such a
So what am I
maybe
looking
talk
at?
about
The
the
Chinquapin
bitterness
oak bourbon.
because it is such a high rye.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe for us, we drink ryes. Don't get me wrong, we're in Baltimore, so Sagamore, definitely we drinking Sagamore. We tried a lot of different things. But when it comes to ryes, we always get more spice, so we get mint or things like that. I don't think we've ever had such
Something
a high
is wrong
rye
here. He
inside
got
of a bourbon that would have done this because we've never gone 35%. That's super high for rye. We're still
this is.
classified as a
You know
bourbon.
what?
So
I don't know why
maybe
they got this
that
one.
rise was caused the high rise was causing the
rye.
bitters.
This is just the bourbon. This okay. This is the
Mhm.
bourbon, not the wheat.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
the
the birth certificate and everything right on the front. So I think that's nice, and you see what you're drinking. So it says right there.
We need to work on a trademark of that. So when we get this thing big and we get shirts,
Yeah.
we're gonna be
So
like, "What's the birth certificate with the?" All right,
yeah, who's a
I heard
fan?
it first. I
Yeah,
heard it
yeast
first.
bill, right?
We looking for birth
But
certificates
see,
only.
now I'm looking it up. It says,
No
and
official
this
Frank
one here
August,
says
but
a Heaven Hill Grain Glass Specialty Barrel Series, the Chinquapin Oak Bourbon. But yet, I think this website got this wrong because it
What
says
site
that
are you
this is 35% wheat, and that's the wheated bourbon, not the oak.
What site are you using?
Hmm?
What site?
I'm using Breaking Barrel, Breaking Bourbon.
Breaking Bourbon. You got some.
I gotta step it up,
Dress.
y'all. Step it up. Gotta edit the chat.
So
All right.
that's okay.
Fact check yourself.
Is that's your store or whatever?
Huh? That's mine.
All right.
So we're gonna move on down the line. We have now the Heaven Hill Heritage Collection, 19 year. Yeah, the 19 year, small batch, 100 proof Kentucky straight wheat whiskey. This was released in 2025. So it is 51% wheat, 37% corn, and 12% malted barley. Now we did, as you notice, it has a little dent in it. We did have some before, on another occasion, not tonight, but we'll give it another go around and see what everybody's thoughts are.
And just to put this out there too, we was drinking scotch a little bit before we even tried this. So that
Oh,
was
don't tell
also-
everything. Why you gotta tell everything?
I'm
You
saying
put out there.
that's gonna change the flavor.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the price point.
Oh yeah, what did you end up on this one?
Well, I think that price point is somewhere around $200.
Mm-hmm. What did you pay?
I think I paid $200
Oh.
for it, and I've seen it for as much as $1,200 at other places marked up.
Mm.
Crazy markup.
Secondary market.
Secondary
Gotta go
markup.
hunting. You gotta go
Well,
hunting.
obviously, it's not something you're gonna find on the shelf. So
Yeah.
I don't know how many bottles they made of it, but I happen to got one from the Heaven Hill guy.
No, it's no. The bottle isn't numbered, so
One of you.
yeah, one of not so many.
All right.
But most of their weeded products are expensive.
Yeah.
Heaven Hill weeded products carry a heavier price tag.
Or you can take that one. Or
I could do that. I might leave this one. Or I might leave that one for the other one. All right. So if we had to describe, do y'all remember the original taste of it?
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't. Not that.
so that
I don't remember that night.
So since you've had it before, you have a bigger memory. So
I had it when y'all had it.
So I'm saying like you have a good memory though.
So I do.
Walk this way. So you have a good memory. So when you had the 19, what's your remembering of the nose, the flavor profile, and that's after we did different things instead
Well,
of
the
going
problem
down the line.
is I did it wrong. You should have did it first, where my memory was good. But by the time we had did a flight of about 5 different ones, so that's one of the reasons I'm doing it again tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let me clean this glass nice and let me wipe. We got a paper towel.
All right. Well, we can already start off by saying this has a totally different smell than any of them. You know how they have fruity, like those fruitier bouquets? Well, the other ones, not this at all. We can start that off immediately.
So without any drops of water.
It's still. I mean, to me, I'm still getting fruit first. Fruit first. On the nose.
Without any drops.
You get like a cleaner supply a little bit.
I mean, I think
not
that's.
fabuloso or nothing, but like that. But like,
But that ethanol.
yeah, that ethanol is very apparent.
What's
Almost
the
ammonia.
what's the
Yes.
alcohol? What's
Yes.
yeah? This is a 100 proof.
It's 100 proof. So it's like a bottle. It's a bottle and bond, right? I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't put that on there.
Well, it depends on what season the wheat and all of that. All of that's and what Rick House it came from. It all had to be on the same premises, I think. But
This is so small.
it could
So
be.
bottled and bonds are usually bottled at 100 proof. So, but I guess because it's a small batch.
But they have.
There's between what 6 and
It has
9, 6 and 8 years.
It's controlled, but by what season it's in.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things that this doesn't is not. It's not
Do y'all get a lot of
governed
texture?
by.
Y'all get a little texture feel with this.
So this is not bourbon though.
Yeah.
This is wheat.
This
is wheat. This is wheat.
Straight.
This is
whiskey.
straight wheat
So
whiskey.
maybe
because
that is why we're
more
getting
than
more
50
texture.
because
not more
this
than
is
50%
because
on
this
the
is
core.
actually 50. How many? What's that word say? I can't even
51?
see it.
There's no
51% or
top.
57.
That's why I couldn't.
Well, what's
It
the other
looked like
numbers?
51. So it's 37 and 12. What's that? That's 49. What? That's
You
So
see,
it's
it only
51.
has 37%
51.
corn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 57%.
No, it's not a
wheat.
bourbon.
Yeah, so
It's not a bourbon by
Exactly.
definition.
Yeah, it's
Right.
So
With the time, so we don't waste
over time.
Oh, in my hand.
So do y'all get? So we talk about leather on one of these. I'm not gonna lie. I get maybe it's not leather, but something is very textured with this scent, which is weird to say, textured and scent. But it's definitely there's something that's not food related with this. This is more like an everyday thing you would probably smell.
Well, when you go
There's
down,
definitely
when
now
you
this
go
definitely
down on your corn. The corn also has
you're gonna give up. Yeah, you're gonna
sweetness
give up.
aspect
Yeah,
to
you're
it.
gonna give up your sweet as you
What you
lose more
saying,
sugar.
Like
But it has
not
a
like a old basement, but like like a
musty
dirt floor
taste. Yeah.
basement.
Yeah, it's like something that has like a more of a natural smell. Let me say that
Also sweet.
more
Oh,
outside.
okay, like new leather shoes.
I
New
knew
leather
I was
shoes.
not crazy.
I
Yeah.
can see that. I
I
can see that.
knew I wasn't crazy
Yeah, definitely.
because with that it has like the little polish on it. Maybe
And you obviously get like the baby powder.
okay, because we were talking about cleaning supplies earlier.
Yeah,
So
more like that
maybe,
baby powder. I'm picking up.
and baby powder has like a not a sharp scent, but it can be soft.
But
also
I'm
be sharp.
definitely got that leather.
It tastes like pineapples. So when you taste it, you'll get
Well, you know
another
what?
citrus
Without
fruit.
even tasting it, I'm picking up pineapple notes.
Because that's exactly what it tastes like.
What they getting after, Duke?
Also, side note, guys, you're reporting live where we're watching the Elite Eight, and UConn has made a big comeback to get within 7 of Duke. So we'll see if they can pull it off. They got 5 minutes left. And when you see us celebrating while we're doing this tasting, you know why.
I do get that like dry pineapple.
Yeah,
Like not like a fresh pineapple, like a dry pineapple that you get in like a trail mix or something.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Now also, I just got it like a marshmallow
Mm-hmm.
That was on the nose or the tongue?
on the tongue.
Okay.
After I was talking and then I took a breath in, I just kind of just showed itself.
No, that pineapple is very apparent. I do. Marshmallow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how like and then there's different forms of marshmallows, like like the fluff.
Yeah, it was
Rather
like a
than
fluff, not
it's
a
rather
regular
than a
marshmallow.
regular marshmallow
Mm-hmm.
is more fluff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So no, if anybody in the chat has ever had fluff, and you can attest to it being different than a regular old marshmallow.
Well, I think
Definitely.
I'm a weeded bourbon type guy.
Okay. So what is your
I
favorite?
tend to
weed?
like the mildness that wheat adds to a bourbon.
Okay.
You know,
Because you know how
coming
like the
coming from a single malt type person. You
okay.
know, my biggest that's single malt. So
I
what
had
I
a
tend to.
at the Bourbon Barbecue. I had a bourbon you would love. It was a small distillery, I think, out of Atlanta called C4.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They took it, finished it in Scotch barrels.
Oh
You
wow!
would love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, all right. So you're really big
They
into
took it and
weeded.
finished it in Scottsboro.
Finished it in
That's
Scotch
interesting.
What's your favorite weeded bourbon then? If you're saying so, you love how the wheat adds to the bourbon, miles out the flavor. Because we know guys like Bruegel. Hey Bruegel, if you ever want to tap in with us, we would love a collab. Tap in. But he's like a famous bourbon guy,
hunter.
so he's locked in. So all right, for you though specifically
Well,
though,
I think for
for
example, I
weeded.
like the old Fitzgeralds.
Okay.
The old Fitzgeralds are weeded bourbons,
Out of the
and
seven,
Same.
yeah.
out of the 7, 9, and the 11, what was your favorite?
Actually,
I like that.
I have not. I got.
The 9 was
I have
crazy.
not. Maybe one day we'll do some old Fitzgeralds. I got a couple 13s. I got a 9. I got a 7. I got 2.
He he already had one. He just got another one last.
I was
Yeah.
tempted to pull the trigger on a 11 the other day. It might still be there.
Yeah, I got
We
an
wanted
11.
4.
I got 11. Yeah, but I got 2 11s. I got 1 9. I got some 7s.
Yeah. we get
Yeah,
this.
y'all got the 7s. But I always I look generally if I see a 13. I mean, there's an 18 out there. One day they'll find that one, but it just so happened the guy had. I mean, I'm looking there. He got a 13 sitting there, and he wanted $150 for it.
Mm.
It's coming home.
Mm.
It's coming home.
You can't.
So I said,
Also, guys, as you learn from us, we're really big into the hunting game, and we're gonna literally fact check you at the store. So if people try to finesse us and try to say, no, this is everywhere for $200, like we heard the East Taylor small batch, someone tried to charge us $200 when we was in Florida. Are you crazy?
Out of your mind.
You're crazy. We can get it for $65 at my man Jack. Shout out Monaghan.
They got it around the corner for 63.
Hey, we can. So if you charge us $200 and we can get it as low as 63,
and where did you get the foolproof for?
62.
So that's a good.
Hey.
He might have charged you for a small batch number for that.
But when you make good relationships out here, they show love, right, guys? They show love. So when y'all get into y'all hunts, definitely we're gonna make this a big thing. So comment in the chat every time you get a good find, and we're gonna try to rate it as best we can.
We'll spend the money for you. That way you don't have to.
They,
Yeah, this is a
I put a little water in it. It didn't do much.
It didn't change the
It
nose.
didn't do much.
yeah. I think that's because the alcohol it's 100 proof, and I don't think that. I think it's now I don't know what the. I mean, when you got 19 years, you don't shouldn't have to do a whole lot.
Hmm.
You know, when you trying to disguise
It's because
or
not a
trying to
lot
cover
of
because the
the yield.
the ethanol is not going to be up front on a 19-year-old like that.
So
And
then
now, if it was a foolproof, maybe, but at 100 proof, no.
you know how like there's certain things like they're over oaked. Like we've had 13-year-old bourbons that were over oaked.
Mhm.
So in your minds, what makes it different for the 19
Well, I
specifically?
think what makes something over oak is what grain tends to get over oak. For
Yeah.
example, if you're a Scotch drinker, like you can't over oak barley.
Okay.
You can't over oak it. You can only make it better. And so the like in scotches generally, which is a single barrel, I mean single grain, when in this case barley, you can age it every year you age it, it's gonna get better. Especially if you start with a good product. You start with a good you're gonna start with a good beer that I mean, or whatever they call it. I mean beer or but the fermented um, barley is gonna be the longer you age it, the better.
Yeah.
So I never had I've had some things, but again, it depends on what region it's from, and when it comes to scotches. But so this is not corn. Corn is not dominant in this,
Weeded.
but corn is the thing because of its sweetness
Yeah.
is why you pick up. I think when it tends to you say people use the term over oaked.
Hmm.
I think corn corn is like you could drink straight corn liquor. It ain't never been in the barrel, right? But over the years, to trying to improve the taste of American whiskeys, we've done different things with it. It's the Kentucky process, whatever you do to try to get the taste. But um, that 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 blend of either anywhere from 10 to 13% rye, same equal maybe a little more barley is what
So
gives it a shot.
have you
But
tried
this
it after the
is
water?
I didn't really put any water.
I actually
I
found it
really
to
didn't
have a
need it.
little bit more of a bitter after the water.
I didn't get much of a difference.
Someone's at the front door.
On
Let me see.
like on the nose, I didn't get anything different. On the
It is definitely a mild. It's not. It's a richer drink. It's it's just it has a complexity to it. But if someone the name Heaven Hill 19-year-old, if somebody was selling it to you at an aftermarket price of $1,500, $1,300, I wouldn't go for that.
No.
yeah, when I added the water, I
But
didn't get much of a difference.
but 19-year-old Scotch, a 19-year-old bourbon, a wheated bourbon, that's par for the course at that price.
But I think one thing that I find that different that the 19 had versus everything else was the aftertaste and the finish. This one has the most pleasant taste on the aftertaste. Like
Oh, it's definitely
it's
yeah.
and the thing is, it
But I
don't
think
come off
I
as
think
sweet,
what
but
happens,
it goes
how
very
when
sweet.
we pick up certain tastes where it feels like it's a young bourbon, that's what this does have that feel that is some age to it, has a certain mouth feel that tend to be thicker,
Yeah,
richer in a sense, but I'm the typical rye taste that we've been doing with the last four.
yeah.
I don't have that.
And you brought up the richer flavor, the richer taste of it. It kind of reminds me of the first one in a sense, because how rich it was. not the same flavor profile.
But that was this that what we they, but the
Yeah.
Heaven Hills that we drank, the seven, they definitely taste like 7 years old.
No, I'm not talking about the
Yeah,
taste. I'm talking about the flavor
but I
profile.
think
That
yeah.
richness. So it's a little thicker.
But you brought up a good point. This is the only one that lasts on
Yes.
the tongue.
Yeah.
Only one that lasts on the tongue at all. So like some like maybe what the Chinquapin that stayed because I guess it's the step up.
No, I'm not like Avon saying. I mean,
This one's the
this
only
is still
one
there.
that stays
After
in
my
my
last
mind.
hit, it's still there.
Mhm.
It's a real long finish, which is typical when you find the older bourbons. I mean, why do you spend more money for a 4-year old as opposed to a 12, 18-year old? You know, it's all of the tannins and stuff that you pick up that comes out of the oak. Is what you start picking up, and that refines the flavor. It settles, the harsher taste is down. But this is definitely a smooth. I love it personally, because I just happen to like weeded bourbons. Like I said, I do favor. I favor also another one. I can't get a lot of them, but there has been a bunch of, since we're talking weeded bourbons, maybe one day. The Old Fitzgerald, the people they also make larceny. So larceny full proof. They have a few, but the B5, no, I think it's the B5. I got preferences on the larceny. It's two great ones that if you like weed, since he asked me what was my favorite, I would just say on the larcenies, there's two that you'd have if you can find them, you get them.
Side note, guys, UConn has stormed back. They're down 4. Duke is reeling. If the score is 70-66, Duke.
But Duke has the ball.
But Duke has the ball. They just called a timeout.
About a minute left.
Minute 30, right? Minute 30, minute 31, something like that.
I didn't time check. But I know it was 1 minute.
Yeah, so we're inside. We haven't got inside of a
Okay,
minute yet.
yeah.
So
Yeah, the larceny
Okay.
is also a weeded bourbon, but there's two in particular. There's a B523, if you ever can find it. Somebody may have it in their store. And there's a 9C22. Now, B is simply C922. The B 523 is a May 2023 batch, and the C 922 is a September 2022 batch. Two excellent weeded bourbons. I don't know if you can beat them for weeded bourbons. So.
All right, we're gonna move on to our final bottle in this edition of Heaven Hill Sip Sunday, which is the Heaven Hill Distillery 90th anniversary bottle. I was able to find this at one of my local spots for $200. So it wasn't bad. I've seen it go for more.
A lot more.
And you know, like we said, it's good to have relationships with certain people. This one was,
I think it has a retail price of about $125, but you can't find it anywhere for a retail price like that.
right. So this one was barrel 12/13/2015. This one, the mash bill, 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. I'll read the insert that comes with the bottle. Um, says lucky number 13. This limited edition bottling commemorates Heaven Hill's 90th anniversary with a blend of Kentucky straight bourbon, carefully crafted by our master distillers. The whiskey is comprised of 70% 9-year-old bourbon and 30% 9-year-old bourbon aged in heavy char barrels filled on our 80th anniversary in 2015. The whiskey entered into the barrel at 107 proof, in keeping with Heaven Hill original barrel entry standards from 1935, and is non-chill filtered for added depth and body. Bottled at 107 proof, this whiskey showcases the patience, craft, and character that defines Heaven Hill after 9 decades of distilling. So
Sounds like a pleasant drink.
we'll see what this has to offer. I'm gonna take this one in my Heaven Hill Glencairn.
Hey, again, we're looking for all sponsorships. We're looking for all free trips. Hey, Heaven Hill, call us. We'll come out there tonight if you needed us to.
4 first class tickets on Spirit. Whatever it takes to get there.
A bus tickets.
Somebody can take.
What's it doing?
Oh, let me get some more water.
All I know is this, y'all. You are not getting exclusive tastings like this
Sip
nowhere
Sunday.
else. Sip Sunday is where you get these exclusive tastings. You'll see us a lot more on Sip Sundays.
All
You may
right.
see some of us on Friday.
Sip Sunday,
You know,
everybody.
we're gonna release this
For
specifically.
Fresh Crack Fridays and Sip Sundays. Those should be relatively weekly entries.
We'll do a pool room version.
Yeah. We'll be changing locations. We won't be in one spot.
We may take a trip to Florida in one of them. You never know.
Now this definitely fruity, but I guess that's
it is very fruity. It don't even got no way too bittery on the nose.
It's
yeah.
not-
That's
it's not
like
harsh
you know
at
like
all
what's
either.
that triangle like candy like around Easter time.
Candy corn.
Candy corns.
I can see that.
That's
That's Halloween.
Is it Halloween? Yeah, Halloween. I
Wrong
don't
pagan.
celebrate the holidays, so I don't
Wrong
know.
pagan. So the ethanol is there though. So it's not harsh. Like we were talking before.
Well, you got 107 proof, so
107.
you expect it to be it to be somewhere in there.
I mean, if we talking 107s, it ain't going. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think it's going to touch my Weller antique. If we're talking being bottled at 107.
See if I get the same thing.
Yeah.
3 drops.
10 seconds left. They got it. Well,
All right, y'all. They down 3. They just got fouled. They about to do 1-on-1 unless
No,
they're
they a bonus plus.
bonus. Oh, these will be for 2. So we'll see.
Duke is still in the 1-on-1.
He missed the first free throw.
So it's still a 1 possession game.
You can't hit that shot. I'm done with
Need
you.
a 3 to tie it. If he makes this one.
How many seconds left?
It's
Well,
10
this
seconds.
one, 10
Oh
seconds.
wait, they could use that whole time.
That's a great nose,
done.
though. This is the best nose we've had so far. It's very, very, very difficult. This is without adding water. So again, folks,
it does have some heat on it though.
yeah, that's because we stepped up. We stepped up the game. We've gone up every time. So
No, you was at 105 with your Heaven Hill,
which one?
the bourbon, the grain of glass. Everything else has been 100.
Oh,
Corn.
they turned it over. Down 4. 4 sec. 2, 1.
Made it.
Game winner.
Oh my God.
Well, now it's 0.3 left.
Oh my
0.3
God.
left.
73-72. UConn just hit the biggest shot.
Oh my God.
0.3 seconds left. Caden
Oh
Boozer with the
my
biggest
God.
turnover ever.
He should have threw it straight up in the air.
Oh my God. Who gave who gave up the ball?
Caden
They never
Boozer.
needed to get it.
He ain't even contested 3.
Mm.
He hit that thing nylon, baby. Sip Sunday, man. You never get none of this. Nobody else.
Well, they just they pulled that pants down. That's all. Pull the pants down so it's sure that the underwear was dirty. You know.
We're gonna get demonetized.
They're gonna have to do the same thing.
That's our cousin.
They don't have enough time to set a shot like that.
Yeah, because they don't have no timeout. They can't get in half court.
0.3.
Okay.
So they don't have time to catch and
You got to throw it at the rim for tipping, because they say technically if you grab the ball anywhere else at the rim, they consider the time off because you need 0.4 seconds to make a jump shot. They say.
that'd be a tap.
Yeah, you got to throw it at the rim.
That's really good.
This is a great flavor.
That is really good.
Amazing
He looked
flavor.
more beautiful more on that pass, man.
It was really, really good mouthfeel. Really, it's light. It is.
OG and MG, what y'all feeling on the drink?
That's really good.
I'm still trying to capture.
I feel
Oh,
like
this is delicious. This
it's
is
it's very
definitely
balanced.
delicious.
So remember we talked about chocolate earlier? That finish tastes like how you have a dark chocolate. Not the cheap ones. You know the cheap dark chocolate tastes really bitter.
Some Ghirardellis.
So everything that comes with a more of an expensive dark chocolate, it keeps a nice strong aftertaste. Rather than milk, it gives that real cocoa feel. I get a lot of chocolate out of this.
This is really good. I wasn't I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it to be this good, but this is
Yeah.
it's really good.
If we already had to put our
Oh, they had to go
our
full
favorite
court.
game over.
Yeah.
UConn just knocked off #1 Duke.
incredible.
UConn is going to the Final Four.
Incredible.
You're hearing it first through us.
March
You're probably
where
not gonna
anything
hear it first.
happens.
Probably not gonna hear
So
it
who
first
is their
through us.
coach? Because when you collapse like that, just coaching.
Oh, it absolutely was coaching.
Shire, but he's a great coach though.
He was a great coach. You know,
How is he a
how
great
many
coach if he
championships?
collapsed
How many
like that?
championships have he won?
No, I mean this is third year.
That's
coaching.
it. It doesn't matter. You know, you ain't a great nothing until you win something.
Well,
Just
we
like
just
you're
heard
not a
from
great
OG
bourbon
and
unless somebody buy
A lot of
MG. We love the analogies.
really.
This is a good drink. It's a good drink. I don't even know if I want to put water in it to be completely fair.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you got something that's 107 proof, you're limited to 1 to 3 drops.
Do y'all see the
For
legs
the-
on
But the
it?
thing about it is it's only a 9 year. It's just a blended of 9 years.
Look at the legs on it.
So it's just I'm not gonna say it's they bottled and bond aged another 2 years, but it's basically they bottled and bond aged another 2 years.
We thought the same thing. This is where I thought it was, just with a little extra oomph to it.
Well, I can't even compare this to Seven Hills. I mean, this is to me way above the Heaven Hills. This is not.
It has
I'm
the
not
same
even.
body to me at least.
Well, it might be because they're not as aged as long,
Mhm.
you know.
But
But
this is those aren't aged. Right. Those are 7 years, and it might not even be a true 7. It might be 6 and 6 months, 6 and 3 months. Like they might just be calling it 7.
well, the bottle and bonds are generally what they say. That's a government required. You can't bottle and bond and call it. You can't say it's a bottle and bond 7-year-old and not be.
If you look at, take for
But
example,
it wasn't. But
Booker's bottle. No, they not bottle and bond.
Those are small. All these are small batches.
yeah, you have a little book.
Yeah.
Statement on
I did a bottle swap with Micah. He wanted an antique 107 and he didn't want to pay the price. So I had half a bottle and he had a little bit more than half of this. And he took some even them out.
Okay.
And then I got that little book from him.
Yeah, I got a little book at home.
Yeah, I've been seeing them. They're not that bad. I just was like at the time.
I ain't never drank my little book. I don't
No.
think I drank my little book.
Is the little book
I
infinite, or
forgot
it's
I
just a little
had
book?
it. I forgot I had it.
Mm.
It's in the closet laying on the side, and I didn't see it until the other night I was over and I opened it up.
That's what happened
And
when you got a lot of
it was a
bourbon.
little book on the bottom, right? I said, oh man, I got that little book. I can break that open. And I wasn't sure if I had the 11-year-old or the 13-year-old old Fitzgerald. I thought I had the 13-year-old. Turned out I had the 11. So I bought what did I get? 11?
You bought another 11.
Okay, so I end up with 2. I
And
thought
you
I had.
asked him, and you was asking him specifically. He was like, "Hey, we can get another 13," and he said, "I can get a 13. It's just you will have to pay the 13 price. We're not gonna be able to get a deal per se with that one." But
No, I mean but the thing is, they don't have no 13 on the shelves. I mean, the only other thing I would want is the old Forester.
presidential.
No, I ain't even never seen it. I don't even know really if they make
They
it.
had that at Costco.
The
Remember
president.
for Celeste's graduation party,
Yeah.
and he was looking at him. He was like, "You
Because-
got the statesman." He said, "You want to step it up to the presidential?" I said, "I want to try the statesman first."
Oh yeah, they did have it up there in Jersey. They did.
Yeah.
Well, the old Forester in the short, wide bottle.
Mhm.
That's called the old Forester. And it's the anniversary, whatever it is. But I haven't even seen that anymore. I used to see it all the time.
I get a lot of rye notes on this one as I sniff it. Do it have any rye in it, or is it high rye? Because I put a little
12%.
water.
It's 12. It's a
I put a
regular.
little
Yeah,
water
it's a
in it,
regular. It's a regular straight bourbon.
but I put a little
Yeah.
water in it, and I get the
Because you're gonna
it's
find that's
rye.
probably the same mash bill as your Heaven Hill 7. 78, 10, and 12.
Mhm.
78 corn.
Yeah. 78,
What's
10,
the
and
10
12. 10 is what?
10
Rye.
is the rye,
12 is
barley.
barley.
I don't think it
I
says
don't think they put it on this one.
it.
I mean, they got it
And
online.
that
but
barley
they don't put it on the actual birth certificate on it.
also is going to lead to it giving a more familiar taste to he and I with the scotches,
Mhm.
as opposed to it being
Did you try that? I don't think you tried it on Friday. It was a distillery out of Atlanta called C4, and they had a bourbon finished in Scotch barrels.
See the
I did
regular.
not.
Okay, so
You
the
would really
regular,
like that.
the regular
You'll really like
Heaven Hill, at least if that's what I sort of, it's 78, 12, and 10.
So
So
it's
it's
the
the
same
same mash
body.
bill. Yeah,
You know.
same mash bill.
So
Aged 2 more years, and then, well, I guess taken out of the original barrels and then barreled again in it because it says in heavy charred oak.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
that might
That's
be a
what
little why we a little
that's why I'm
spicy to
picking
it.
up. I mean, you should pick up a little oak.
I
Yeah,
get
it's definitely
rye.
look. You could definitely kind of the oak after I put a little water in it, but it's like a what's that note I'm picking up? um, I'm picking up.
So I smell rye. It don't taste rye.
When I put that little bit of water, I got that rye spice.
That's what I got. I was
that
like,
rye
okay,
spice.
because that 12% came through heavy
Mhm.
with a little water.
Mhm.
Uh,
It's a good drink though, for sure.
the best
If I could
aftertaste so
find-
far though is the 19. That's the best aftertaste.
Why is that? It's like this.
Perfect timer.
You don't get any kind of like. Oh, that's me. That
Your
was
timer went off.
that's my. I've spoken working on my talk to my time up. I'm getting a new talker. I ain't even started. I gotta give it next week.
So, before it's all said and done, we're gonna do some solo. What was your favorite? And
Why? I mean, I think y'all should try that Heaven Hill. What's the
That
name?
Henry
And see what you
McKinnon?
think about it. Henry McKenna.
Yeah,
Compare it.
I'll try it off once
Off,
this is
off
done,
camera, yeah.
because this is exclusively
HH.
HH. So hold on, before you get comfortable, hold on, you gotta stand up behind the
MG,
bar.
OG. Y'all gotta get y'all solos on the camera.
Okay.
And everybody picks out. We're gonna do we're gonna do three things. What was your favorite here? What was your favorite there? And what was your favorite period?
Overall, or behind the bar, please.
All right. So whoever's going first, go ahead, MG.
Where am I?
There,
G, since I'm MG.
All right. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm very familiar with the regular Heaven Hill, and so Heaven Hill has a very solid profile. The fruit notes was up top, very very fruity. Like I said, a perfect drink for a entry level person who want to drink a little heavier um, bourbon. Typically, a lot of starter bourbons will start out at about 45%, you know, ABV or 90% proof.
30 seconds
Okay, well, okay, that's
favorite out of
the favorite. Okay, my favorite out of the three, I think I had to go with the crowd. One of the, I think it was the All Views Bottle and Bond. That was my favorite. It had a much more fruitier taste, much more delightful to the palate.
Of the three,
Of the three, I mean, I'm partial because I love wheated bourbons, And so this 19-year-old to me was my pick.
And now overall.
The 6 overall had to be the 19.
Okay.
All right, MG.
Okay. So for me, my absolute favorite will always be the bottled and bond 7-year-old Heaven Hill, because LJ and myself was drinking this at the hospital awaiting my grandson to be born. My
So it has,
only
has
grandchild.
nostalgic value.
And so, as they say, tastes are associated with memory. This will always be one of my greatest memories in life. And so that would be I guess you could call it just the stock regular bottled and bond Heaven Hill. So of the three to my left, you're right. I would go with probably the 90th anniversary. Again, being a Scotch drinker first, this gave me more of I guess you could say a Highland Scotch taste.
It did.
And although that's not my favorite region, with scotches I can drink all of the regions. So this one was more my favorite.
Now out of the 6.
Out of the 6, I'm going with bottled and bond number 7.
Memories, man.
Out of the first 3, of course, I said a little bit earlier, I'm really big on caramel. So the original, you're gonna want to find on all the shelves. The original Heaven Hill 7 Bottle and Bond. This is always gonna be my favorite. Even though out of the actual barrel picks, all of you was my favorite. Now here, I actually have like 2 thought processes. I do really like the 19 because of the finish, but my favorite, just off initial taste, was the 90th anniversary. So then you may ask, what makes the finish and the original taste different? Because it's all about the memories. That's what MG was talking about. Memories is always what brings it back. So if I had to give my favorite out of these 3 plus the 6 total, it will be the 19. The Bourbon Bro J here. So for my opinion on the 6 bottles that we tasted tonight from Heaven Hill, out of my personal favorite from the bottles and bond, I'm gonna go with the All View pick, the Deltsville Honeycut. Out of these 3, this was definitely my favorite. Out of these 3, the 90th, the 19, and the Grain of Glass, I'm gonna go with the 90th anniversary as my personal favorite. Just overall, I feel like it was complex, yet it finished really nicely from start to finish. So, yeah. And out of all 6, I would probably choose the All View pick. Justin did a wonderful job with this barrel, and I'll pick this one out of the 6. What's going on, Bourbon family? Just a recap. We went through all 6 bottles. We all seem to have some different picks when it comes to which one we like, but that's to be expected when it comes to bourbon. Everybody has a different palate. They like their own things. So, let us know what your opinion is, and then we could just go from there. If any questions come up, feel free to DM me, and, I can ask those questions if it wasn't answered on the video. Short form will be up on Instagram soon, and long form will be on YouTube, so you can check that out. Look forward to hearing from you all, and have a good night.